Outlaw Music Festival. Willie Nelson's turning 90 in a few weeks and taking a bunch of friends out on the road. Here in Cleveland, we'll get Willie Nelson, John Fogerty, Kathleen Edwards, the Particle Kid, and more. Friday, August the 11th out at Blossom. Go to livenation.com for anything I might have skipped. 2 for you if you're caller 10. Outlaw Music Festival this summer. Good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
I met Alan.
Did you?
I gave him marijuana.
Oh, great.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7
Well, it's like on
Can
there.
you bring in like a foot long from Subway?
Yeah, dude. I brought in food
I mean,
that
you
I made
can't-
at home.
you can't-
A full bag of chips. Like,
Well, chips. But you can't do that at the movies. They're trying to sell stuff too.
baseball's not the movies.
No, but they have restaurants that are trying to sell food.
Yeah. It's on their website. When you look it up, like, can you take food into Progressive Field? It's like in the, it's not hidden, but it's like you have to go looking for it, you know?
Alan, you are an asshole, but I like assholes.
There it is.
Well, thank you, sir or madam. I don't know that the two of those are connected, but okay.
All it says is entry to the ballpark, small single-serving juice boxes, 1 20-ounce or less factory-sealed bottle of water per person, and food items can be brought into the ballpark. So it doesn't even say.
Factory sealed as opposed to you sealing it on your own?
Yeah, so that way you can't, like, fill it with vodka and then reseal it, would be my guess.
I see. So they would go so far as to check and make sure you didn't seal the bottle. Like you uncap it,
I don't
fill
know.
it with the beverage of your choice,
Right.
recap it, heat the rim of the cap, melt the plastic. They're going to look at, from what I've seen, they're not looking that closely.
But you cannot take any of those items into the Suites or Terrace Club. So those are just for the pours.
Okay. Well, it's something to think about, something to consider. It is expensive at any ballpark on opening day. I mentioned it before. On average, people spend $51 as soon as they get in there. Now, the Cleveland Guardians are one of your best deals in Major League Baseball. They broke it out team by team. Average ticket cost for a lot of teams, very expensive. $30 is the average cost of a Cleveland Guardians ticket. Average cost of a Red Sox or Cubs ticket is about $60. You want really cheap tickets, you can be a Miami Marlins fan. They should be selling those for $5. They could do a Finn gets you in promotion with the Marlins. But, and they find out too, a lot of people don't care about baseball. So when they break these out, they're like, yeah, there's only like 14% of people who say they're really, really excited for baseball. They're like, most people, they're like, I don't go to baseball games. And people are, willing to pay a lot extra for booze and things like that. That's where they're spending their money. But The Guardians opening day, home opener, is next Friday. We'll be there, Progressive Field. We'll be live on MMS. I'll have opening day tickets for you. I'll send Poundcake out. I'm going to see if we can find ourselves a wireless microphone and do a little Where's Waldo with a little Poundcake.
Ooh, I get to wear a cute little outfit. You didn't say that. But
If that helps you.
It does.
I mean, wouldn't you, if we're going to be out in public, wouldn't you normally wear a cute outfit? I know I'm going to. I'm going to wear a cute outfit.
A cute little outfit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like looking sporty. So I don't know. It's like cosplay.
All right. You wait to see what I'm going to wear. It's going to be my tribute to America.
Just a flag that he's cut up with scissors and sewn to be a bikini.
You're not far off. Yeah. So that'll be next Friday. We'll be doing that. I saw the Baltimore Ravens posted a tweet yesterday. It said, on this date, 27 years ago, and it was Al Lerner holding up the Ravens sign at a press conference, indicating that the Cleveland Browns were now the Baltimore Ravens.
Al Lerner?
Is it Al Lerner or is it, what's it, Art Modell?
Art Modell.
The photo
yeah.
looked like Al Lerner.
Al Lerner was the owner of the Browns when they came back.
Oh,
Art
he
Modell's
was?
the one that moved them.
Well, I knew that. I thought
I
they were both in it when they left. Well, anyway, whoever it is, he's holding up a thing, and of course, all of the Cleveland Browns fans were very, very upset. But you're probably right. It's probably Art Modell. A young Bob Costas explained it to everybody at the time.
But for now, let's consider Art Modell. There's no doubt he's in debt. There's also no doubt most of this is his fault. Remember, he bought this franchise for $4 million in the early 60s. It's now worth at least $160 million. He owned it through all the NFL's boom days of the 70s and 80s. And even in today's changed economic climate, the salary cap is $37 million, while each NFL team is guaranteed $38 million a year from network television alone. That's before they sell a single ticket or bag of peanuts. Who protects the interests of fans if owners can't succeed or claim they can't succeed under circumstances as favorable as that? Those who know Art Modell believe him to be a decent man. Over the years, he has done many good and selfless things for this city. But all of that has been washed away in one monumentally ill-considered act.
Mm-hmm. The Colts went to Indianapolis, and Art Modell took the Browns to Baltimore. And then sold the team a few years later, right? He unloaded it. Because he didn't do much better in Baltimore. I mean...
No, they won a Super Bowl within a few years of moving to Baltimore.
But the team, but he went broke.
Well, good.
He got this amazing deal from... That's why people were so happy. He went broke with the team in Baltimore. That's why Browns fans were so happy. But I was reading a big... Because obviously that was way before my time. I mean, people who were born and raised here know all this mythology and lore, but I was kind of reading up on it, and they were like, oh, it was the hardest thing he ever had to do. He cried when he signed the paper that would move the Browns, which he swore he'd never do. Swore he'd never move the team. But he cried as he signed that paper, committing them to the city of Baltimore. And the rest is, as they say, God, what's the rest of that? Anyway, I'm sure it'll come to me.
Mystery.
Mystery was what I was trying to think of. Let me introduce you to this guy. This guy is Dutch, and he cannot stop siring children through his sperm donations. And he's being sued now because the government wants him to stop. There's a complaint against a guy who has already fathered 550 children with his sperm. And the Netherlands say, we're going to run the risk of accidental incest.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Well, that's always a concern with people who are very prolific
I was going to say,
sperm sprayers, because they're like, you know, this guy is a guy named Jonathan Jacob Meyer, who is a serial sperm donor. He's looking at legal issues now because they said that that might be an issue they run into.
Yeah, I thought that at first when you said this, I thought this was a good thing. I was like, why would he not want to have, like, if he's a sperm donor, don't people want, you know, a good sperm, powerful super sperm to know that, you know, their egg will be fertilized properly? But
Yeah, but this guy kind of, I'll show you a little bit of him. He kind of strikes me like kind of a dope. He's a musician who lives in Kenya now, and he's facing a civil suit from one of the women who bore his children.
man, that's not fair.
They're trying to stop him legally from donating any more sperm because they're worried about inbreeding and psychological distress down the line.
Can you do another country?
I don't know. Here's one of his videos where he's talking about how awesome raw milk is.
Oh.
And if you watch it, it becomes pretty apparent here that he might not know how to edit video.
Hi, thank you for watching a new video blog. Drinking raw milk is drinking pure life. I love raw milk because it is pure, it is alive. The grass that the cows eat is alive. Then it comes in through their mouths and it goes through their different stomachs, and in every stomach they add some new bacteria. All these bacteria, they will eventually end up in the raw milk.
Is that a herpy on his lip?
So if you drink raw milk...
It's like he's going, take two. The raw milk is another one of these dummies who's going to bring us the next global pandemic, drinking raw milk. So this guy with his raw milk channel, or whatever it is, has his sperm has been donated and resulted in over 500 children. Now, I don't know if he could go and donate in another country. I think once word gets around that a country is trying to stop you from procreating, they're going to have to call in NATO or something.
500?
I mean, in the Netherlands, by law, you're not allowed to father more than 25 children or impregnate more than a dozen women. So, like, for instance, Nick Cannon could never relocate to the Netherlands. But this guy was donating sperm to clinics all throughout the Netherlands. He was using an alias, so he knew what he was doing. He was lying about the number of kids. And these women are like, if I had known this guy had 100 other kids, I would have never picked this guy. Like, you're not supposed to be able to do that. They refer to him as an obsessive sperm donor. Now, the guys here in the room, we've all been guilty of, I would consider myself an obsessive sperm releaser. But a donor, I mean, I guess you're always donating it to someone or something. You know, when you're a young man, you're donating it to a Kleenex. And then if you're fortunate enough to find a young woman, maybe you donate some to her. But this guy has been put on a Dutch blacklist. But he's hell-bent on still doing it. This guy cannot stop. I'll tell you what we need. We need love gun reform. The case of the serial sperm donors, the big write-up in the New York Times.
Probably gets off on it.
Good pun. Well, yeah, that's why he's lying about it.
He's like, that is my seed growing.
Yes. Raw milk is life, and my milk is also life.
They kept part of me as a pet.
Such a sexy accent.
King de Flame de Kurgan. Yeah, it's like I think this is probably a guy who probably got turned down by a lot of women. They're like, I'll show you.
You will have my seed.
You will have my children. I'll be drinking raw milk the whole time. And nothing you can divert it. A YouTube channel where he talks about drinking raw milk, refusing to eat fake meat, and the overpopulation myth. Ah, yes, the overpopulation myth.
Overpopulation is really one of the biggest myths that people believe in nowadays. If you watch scientific programs, if you read scientific magazines, if you listen to the news, mainstream news, you might think that the world is exploding with people, that there's an overpopulation problem, and we really have to reduce the world population. Of course, this is just a myth. And quite the opposite is happening.
By the way, if
We're
you're
not
watching this, I hope
having
it's not
an
lost on you that from the neck down, this guy is dressed like your Aunt Sylvia. He's got like What is he wearing? He's got long blonde hair, so if you just take his face out of it, he looks like your Aunt Sylvia.
I had an Aunt Sylvia.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Did she believe in raw milk?
I don't know. She was super Italian. Great cook.
Super Italian.
She's dead now.
Oh. Did she ever make it over to the east side, Little Italy, like Poundcake?
No, she was too afraid to go to the east side.
Oh, okay. Well, you can get there by back roads.
You get there just by going to East 9th.
Well, you can't get to Little Italy by going to East 9th.
But
you go to the east side.
Yeah, but her aunt was super Italian.
So make an Italian restaurant.
Crazy Italian. And she's passed away since?
Yeah, she was real old. She was my great aunt. She was my grandpa's sister.
What was his point about?
She's great. She's super. Wow. Enough, Mary.
I know. I love her. Sorry.
get it.
I just miss
God.
her, you know?
What was this dude's point about the overpopulation?
It's all a myth.
But,
It's
I
all
mean,
derp.
There's what? Is there 8 billion now, or is there?
There's going to be
700?
8 billion.
There's going to be
billion.
8 billion, and then it's going to. I think it's going to top out around 8.8.
My oldest daughter, Camilla.
And then it's going to start going down, and that's when there's going to be problems because there's
Well, yeah.
not people to fill the jobs that they need.
Or continue the propagation of the species. Yeah. I think that's his point. He's like, birth rates are low. But birth rates are different than overpopulation.
Right.
Overpopulation, the concern there is in relation to resources.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are people who say that that's nonsense. They're like, we have plenty. It's how we distribute them. That is probably true.
But that's always been the case.
That's always been the case. So, again, I don't know that I'm going to watch 12 minutes of Aunt Sylvia here talking about birth rates.
Problem. We have an underpopulation problem. The
Underpopulation is what he's saying. Underpopulation.
problem is the population is shrinking. Now, of course,
See, this guy is trying to offset that. This is in his best interest to put a video out that goes, there's no birth rates are
There's no
terribly
people
low.
anymore.
There's no people, man. I'm out here all by myself. I'm whacking it into a cup,
Trying to make people.
trying to help you
Save
chicks
the
out.
world.
Yup.
people that watch mainstream media say, "Oh, you're crazy," or you're crazy. You don't follow the scientists. You know, the scientists know all. They tell you that we have overpopulation problem. It's exploding. The world is exploding. Look at Africa. Well, look at Africa. Also in Africa, the birth rate.
I don't know. This
What are you
word
talking about
salad.
Africa for?
I don't know what this guy's talking about. Everybody's a genius all of a sudden. This guy's a musician. Doesn't mean you can't figure some things out, but listen, if you're out there coming up with aliases so that you can pop off into another cup and have another couple hundred kids, you better have a video out there talking about how the world is underpopulated.
I just hope he wasn't stealing names from our video department.
I don't think he gets to name them.
But
Well, no, but he could go on and look.
Yeah.
They're all logged.
And then
My
he'd be
name
like,
is Robert Blankenscoot. That sounds like a Dutch name. Robert Blankenscoot. Yeah, this guy could be out there pilfering our video department names. What's your name, sir? Corey Crapster. I'm here to donate sperm. Are you sure? You look very, very familiar. I've never been here before. Are you sure, sir?
Very distinctive voice.
I'm almost. You're the raw milk guy. I don't know you're talking about. My name's Clark Flambingo. All right, Mr. Flambingo, here's your cup. If you could just go in there and please use the hand sanitizer before you drop your specimen. All right, my name's Plunk Fork Funk. I thought you said it was Corey Crapster. No, I misspoke. Plunk Fork Funk is my name. All right, Mr. Fork Funk. Be harder to pick out of a book if you're one of the prospective mothers looking for a donor. Oh, look at this guy. He's a creative type and he's attractive. What's his name? Plunk Fork Funk. Next page, please. So anyway, there's some sperm news for you while that guy is